Hey everyone, it's Sandy Kipling, Chief Playmaker, Playbook AI Partners. I have a question for you. Have you ever been in the middle of a project working in your large language model of choice, ChatGPT or Claude, or some other tool, maybe Suno or maybe Pictory? You get the dreaded notice of you're out of tokens. So either you have to wait until the next day or next week or whatever it is, and you're like, well, wait a minute. I was super excited to finish this project. I'd like to get this done today, but you're stuck. Now, that you may be on a free model or a paid model, but and you can pay more, but do you really need to? Well, if you've ever been in this situation, I've got you covered. So let's talk about tokens in general. Have you ever wondered how an AI tool reads your question and creates an answer? Well, if you haven't, maybe you should. And here's why. AI doesn't process the language exactly the way that we do. Instead, it's going to break your words into smaller pieces called tokens. So a token might be a whole word, part of a word, a number, or even a punctuation. Kind of as a general rule, 100 tokens equals about roughly 75 words, although that can vary depending upon language content and language model. But tokens are used for everything in the conversation, and this is important to keep in mind. Your prompt and the AI's response. AI divides that up separately. So your prompt, the AI's response, any document you upload, and any of the previous messages the AI needs to reference. So think of tokens as your space available on like an AI's working whiteboard. The more information on the whiteboard, the more tokens you're going to use. So it's good to use a free option if you're experimenting with a tool, but you may be on a pro plan and you're paying 20 bucks a month and you're like, well, I need a few more tokens for this project. And you really don't want to upgrade a subscription because the truth is subscriptions add up. So how can you maximize your token usage? There are four ways we're going to talk about. Number one, be clear and specific. So instead of writing several paragraphs explaining what you need, give AI the defined role, the task, the audience, the format, and the tone. And this goes back to Prompt Framework 101. Instead of saying, help me write something about my business, y- instead use this. Write a friendly 200-word LinkedIn post for small business owners explaining how AI can save time. So you've given it some specific parameters. Number two, avoid repeating information your AI tool of choice already has in the conversation. Refer back to earlier details rather than pasting them again because AI is having to read each and every one. And remember, for words, punctuation, that equates to tokens. Number three, break those large projects into focused steps. Maybe ask for an outline first, then develop one section at a time. This helps you control the direction and prevents AI from generating pages of content you may not need. For example, if you're working on a marketing strategy and there's 3 pages to that, maybe just take one portion of it because the longer it gets, the longer the response, and maybe information gets lost along the way. But if you take it section by section and then you can refine as you go, or you can eliminate that information you don't need. So break those large projects into focus steps. Number four, we kind of talked about this already, but I want to emphasize it again. Make sure and request a specific length and format. Ask for 3 bullets, ask for a 150-word summary, or a 2-minute script. Clear boundaries reduce that unnecessary output. Also, just one other bonus tip here. Start a new conversation when an old chat becomes extremely long or moves to a completely different subject, because the long conversation histories can consume tokens before the AI even answers your new question. And I would argue you're having to refine that too, and things get lost or watered down. Just start again. So the bottom line is the goal is really not to use the fewest words possible. It is about giving AI the right information and the right format so every token helps produce a better result. That's how you're going to make your AI conversations more efficient, more focused, and much more useful. And you can save money on those subscriptions, but still use your AI tool to accomplish your business goals. If you'd like to learn more about AI and how to do things, go check out the AI Mini Solution Locker or join us in the Huddle, our community. Love to see you there because this is the kind of stuff we teach, information that you can use to make AI work for you, your business, your personal goals. As always, take action, execute, and run the play.